We'll do a hair under that. It's a little too quick, but that's my fault. And then we'll end with Deck the Halls before we
Good morning and welcome to the families and friends of all our graduates. We are delighted that you have joined us for this monumental occasion. The 2022 Fall Commencement will now begin with the processional of the students, the presentation of the college banners, followed by the processional of the platform party. The audience is requested to remain seated during the processional. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of the university. The College of Sciences. The College of Design. The College of Humanities and Social Sciences. The College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. The College of Education. The Wilson College of Textiles. The College of Engineering. The College of Natural Resources. The Poole College of Management. The College of Veterinary Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, the chair of the faculty, Dr. Herla McGowan. The executive vice chancellor and provost, Dr. Warwick Arden. The deans of the colleges, members of the board of trustees, and honored guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors by the NC State Combined Color Guard and our national anthem, led by the Grains of Time.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Will the audience please be seated? And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. W. Randolph Woodson, Chancellor of North Carolina State University.
Good morning, Wolfpack Nation. It's good to be with you. Welcome to PNC Arena and to North Carolina State University's fall commencement exercises. Thank you all for joining us today for this very special moment in the lives of so many of our students. I'd like to recognize members of the NC State Board of Trustees, representatives from the UNC System Board of Governors, and esteemed guests and members of the Platform Party. We're so delighted to have each and every one of you here with us today as we celebrate the class of 2022. NC State is proud to be the People's University, a significant force in North Carolina's economic vitality and dedicated to improving the lives of all North Carolinians through our teaching, our research, our extension and engagement, and the economic development work we do all across this great nation. Our university system is nationally renowned, thanks to the exceptional students that we're celebrating today, the amazing faculty and staff, and the critical funding that we receive from the leadership of the people of North Carolina in the General Assembly. So thank you all for being here. And I also want to congratulate each and every one of our graduates today as we celebrate your many achievements. And thank all of you for the role that you played in making NC State such an outstanding place to live, learn, and to work. What you've been able to accomplish during your time at NC State, especially during these last 2 years, is nothing short of extraordinary. There have been so many challenges, but you've worked through every obstacle and overcome every difficulty. You know, we have a lot of celebrating to get to, but first, let's take a moment to hear from our Board of Trustees Chair, Stanhope Kelly.
Good morning. Thank you, Chancellor Woodson, and thank you, members of the Platform Party, our faculty, and the families and friends of everyone who's with us this morning. First, I'd like to introduce our Board of Trustee members who are with us. Please stand as I introduce each of you. Eric Dixon, David Herring, Timothy Humphrey, Perry Safran, Ed Stack, and most importantly, the 2022-23 Student Body President, Mackenzie Hevlin. Thank you. So thank you all for being here on such a splendid occasion and for all the hard work you do to make our university great. To our graduates, I'd like to offer you my sincere congratulations. Today is your day and the time where we get together to celebrate your years here on campus. To the friends and families that are here today, I want to thank you as well. Your support and encouragement were instrumental in part of your graduate's journey here at NC State. NC State prides itself on offering our students a unique educational experience that will teach them to think boldly and critically. You have now received this foundation and have the skills necessary to take on the challenges that life presents you. We're excited to welcome you to the vast community of the Wolfpack alumni and encourage you to stay connected with the university as you begin this next stage of your life. You are truly part of a great legacy. Congratulations again, and we cannot wait to see where you and your adventures take. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Kelly, and to all of the Board of Trustee members. I'm so grateful for their service to our great university. We're especially delighted to have with us today another individual who is truly committed to the value of higher education all across North Carolina and beyond. To bring greetings from our Board of Governors, please welcome a member of the Wolfpack Nation and alumna of this university, David Powers.
Thank you, Chancellor Woodson. I'm so proud to be with you today, sharing this joyful and momentous occasion with the 2020 graduates of North Carolina State University and their families and friends, as well as NC State's outstanding faculty, staff, and leadership. It is my pleasure to bring greetings today on behalf of UNC Board Chairman Randy Ramsey and UNC System President Peter Hans. Graduates, congratulations. And Chancellor, if I may take a personal moment to say a special congratulations to my friend Will Mitchell. You've all reached a great milestone today, and you're about to venture out onto a new beginning. You came here 4 years ago, or so, from towns and cities all across North Carolina, the nation, indeed the world. You have all been through a great exercise in self-examination while receiving a first-class education, an education that has prepared you well for your journey into the future. I know it will be an exciting journey. Your time here has also been a celebration of the rich physical, cultural, and intellectual diversity that North Carolina State University offers. The joys of new friends, the rigors of your academic study, and the robust debate of ideas have all contributed to your growth as a student and a well-rounded individual. No matter your path, I encourage you to stay connected to this wonderful university. North Carolina State has guided you and prepared you for success. I want you to always remember that. I want you to return the favor by giving back to North Carolina State University with your time, your energy, your enthusiasm, and when you're able, your treasures. Mark Twain once said that the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Take your experience at NC State University and find your why. Make your way and make your mark. Remember to have a little fun along the way. And as an NC State graduate myself, let me remind you to never, ever forget that you're a Wolfpacker. Go Pack. Congratulations.
Thank you, Governor Powers. It's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Shavonda Jacobs-Young. Dr. Jacobs-Young serves as the Chief Scientist and the Undersecretary for Research, Education, and Economics for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The REE mission area comprises more than 8,500 employees with a total annual budget exceeding $4 billion across 5 component organizations, including the Agricultural Research Service, Economic Research Service, the National Agricultural Statistics Service, and the National Institute for Food and Agriculture, as well as the Office of the Chief Scientist. Together, these organizations advance agricultural research, innovation, and data and extension across a full range of agricultural issues, including climate-smart agriculture, nutrition security, equity, and strengthening food supply chains. As Chief Scientist, Dr. Jacobs-Young advises the Secretary of Agriculture and other officials on scientific matters. And prior to being appointed by President Biden and confirmed by the U.S. Senate to serve as the REE Undersecretary, Dr. Jacobs-Young was the ARS Administrator, that is the Agriculture Research Service, for 8 years. She also served in several other key leadership positions within the USDA over the past 20 years. Dr. Jacobs-Young was the first Black woman in the United States of America to earn a PhD in wood and paper science. She earned her doctoral degree, her master's degree, and her bachelor's degree in paper and pulp science at the North Carolina State University. Since Ohio State has now trademarked that name, I may get in trouble for that. But Dr. Jacobs-Young, you honor us with your presence today. It's so great to have you back home. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Shavonda Jacobs-Young.
Thank you for that introduction, Chancellor Woodson. You all look beautiful. Just the members of Chancellor Woodson, the members of the Board of Trustees, North Carolina State's leaders, members of the University of North Carolina System Board of Governance, faculty members, and NC State staff, parents, siblings, spouses, significant others, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends. It is an honor to be with you here today. Thank you for inviting me. And now, members of the class of 2022. Congratulations, you made it. I remember my first time to North Carolina State 37 years ago. I know, older than some of you are in the room. To get here in 1985, you know, I had a bit of a different approach. My mom and I, we loaded up the old dusty Buick Regal. I can see it just like it was yesterday, for the 6.5-hour drive from Georgia. Well, naturally, that old Buick broke down somewhere around south of the border. And we worked really hard, but we didn't let that stop us. We were able to get old Betsy, that's the Buick's name. You haven't named your car. So we were able to get Betsy started, and eventually we made our way, and my mom delivered me safely to campus. So many memories come rushing back. Slogging through the expression tunnel for those early morning chemistry labs. Sharing one phone in a suite of 8 women. I know you can't imagine, but there were no cell phones in that day. Pulling all-nighters in the computer lab, I imagine that hasn't changed. And trying to pass the then mandatory swim test. which I've learned from the students I've talked to is no longer mandatory, and this is not fair. So they say confidence is everything. However, when I came to take the test, I jumped right into the deep end of the pool and sunk immediately to the bottom, thereby failing the test. And coming up, once I reached the surface again, I resigned myself to signing up for a swim class before attempting to take it again. Be grateful, there is no longer a mandatory swim test. But seriously, I am a proud Wolfpacker. And I have had an amazing experience during my time here at North Carolina State and since then. After all, it was here at North Carolina State University where I met my husband of 26 years, who's here with me here today. Thank you, hubby. He is an industrial engineer graduate and a former Wolfpacker football player. Go Pack. As Undersecretary and the USDA Chief Scientist, I am fortunate to work with amazing scientists around the globe. For 2 decades, I've found my purpose professionally in public service and agriculture. I'm guessing most of you have been touched personally by agriculture. I know just last year the numbers show that agriculture was the top industry in North Carolina. And across the United States, over 10% of jobs come from agriculture. And of course, we all eat. So yes, you have all been touched by agriculture. I've remained in science because I believe in the quality and the improvement in the quality, availability, and safety of food for all Americans. Our revolutionary research is used by people all over the world. We're helping farmers and our stakeholders meet some incredible challenges. The global population is expected to be over 9 billion by 2050. That's over 1 billion more mouths to feed. And we're constantly challenged to develop new and better breeds and varieties of plants and animals to improve productivity, sustainability, and the safety of ag products. Emerging pests and diseases always loom, just waiting to cause billions of dollars of losses to production. Importantly, we must also strive for well-nourished Americans making health-promoting diet and lifestyle choices. And we're doing all of this against the backdrop of climate change and the critical need to preserve the nation's natural resources. And these are not easy problems to solve. These are big, audacious challenges. Am I pessimistic about our future? Absolutely not. Quite the opposite. I'm optimistic because of you, the graduates. As a former track athlete, I liken it to a relay race. Graduates, we are passing the baton to your generation. With your abundance of energy and your fresh legs, we will get closer to the finish line. You, Gen Z, are an amazing cadre. Your values and the actions you take will drive the change that we need to cure cancer, feed the hungry, protect the environment, achieve social, environmental, and economic justice, and raise and achieve our global ambitions around innovation and discovery. You may be saying, whoa, because in fact I can look at some of your faces right now, and you're thinking, are you talking to me? How could I possibly make a difference with those huge challenges? And I say, why not you? I've been thinking about what it took for me and what I believe it would take for you to be ready to accept the baton. I've decided today to focus on 3 things. 1, being prepared and open to possibilities. 2, being agile, flexible, and adaptable. And 3, very technical, being a cup, a vessel, being filled by every experience and opportunity in life. So let's take a brief look at each one of these. First, be prepared and open to possibilities. Trust me, when I was sitting where you are in 1989, there was no way I could envision the impact that I could have on the world. Just look at my story. In many ways, I'm an unlikely person to be standing before you today. I was born in Augusta, Georgia. I had my early start in a place called The Bottom. And as you can imagine, it was called The Bottom because there was nowhere to go below that. Persistent poverty still exists there today. My mom, while a divorced single mom, worked hard under tough circumstances to go back to school, break the cycle of poverty, and become a first-generation college graduate. And her expectations of my sisters and I were equally high. I knew that attending college was non-negotiable. It was never in doubt that I would go to college. My mom was going to be sure of that. And you've already heard the story about how old Betsy and that Buick tried to stop us. But my mom delivered on that commitment. Thank you, Mom. While a senior at NCSU, thank you. She's at home watching. Hey, Clyde. And while that senior at NCSU, I had one of the most consequential conversations of my life with Dr. Hassan Jamil. He planted a seed for me about the possibility of attending graduate school. I didn't even know it was a possibility. I'm not sure what he saw in me then, but I went on to become, as you heard from the chancellor, the first African-American female PhD in my field. Thank you. I want to thank Dr. Jamil and another of my professors, Dr. Ho Min Chang, for continuing to water the seed they planted that day. Both are here with me, and which is so amazing. Thank you both for your support for over 30 years and for helping me realize my potential. Always being open to possibilities led me to say yes when nominated by President Biden 30 years later, and now stand before you as the Chief Scientist of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the first African American to hold this Senate-confirmed post. Today marks the beginning of a new transformational phase in your lives. It's a big deal. I challenge you to step boldly into it. You are prepared. NC State has seen to that. I know from personal experience you have a well-rounded education that will serve you well. Graduates, if you take nothing away from me today, please hear this. Just like Dr. Jamil did for me, there are those around you who see things in you that you may not see yourselves. Will you be open to their feedback and the possibilities? Will you be ready to capitalize on the opportunity? Next, be agile, be flexible. There's a great book by Marshall Goldsmith titled, "What Got You Here Won't Get You There." How successful people become even more successful. I highly recommend it. In the book, Goldsmith shares that people who believe they can succeed see opportunities where others see threats. I want to share a personal story with you. It involves high jumping, my specialty as a track and field athlete. In high school, I competed every year at the state level. At one point, I was ranked number 2 in the state of Georgia in the high jump. I did this by using a method called the scissor jump. Anybody ever heard of the scissor jump? Yeah, because nobody uses it anymore. You know, so I went over the bar like a hurdle. So I just pause and I'd run as fast as I can and I'd jump and my feet would just about touch my hand and I'd go over the bar. It was so odd looking that people would just come just to see me jump in the pit. Didn't matter if I won or not. They just wanted to see me do it. And so I was pretty good at it. I did this, and then fast forward to North Carolina State University and competing in the Atlantic Coast Conference. To be successful, I was told by my coach that I had to change my entire jumping style. That was not what I wanted to hear. I now had to learn the Fosbury flop. Has anybody heard of the Fosbury flop? Of course you have. So for all of you physics graduates, I don't know where physics is in the house. All right. So for all of you physics graduates, the flop involves a jumper bending his or her back around the bar at the peak of the jump while the center of mass travels under the bar. Okay, so basically backwards. So I had to go from jumping forward, hurdling, to trusting that I could jump backwards. For context, every world record holder since 1980 has used this technique. This is a data-driven, remember I'm a scientist, and tested recommendation. So it must be good, right? Well, I struggle. It was outside of my comfort zone, outside of what got me here in the first place. I felt threatened. But I listened and trusted the process. And I eventually became proficient in the Fosbury flop. In fact, I became a champion, a 3-time ACC high jump champion. And twice voted North Carolina State's women track MVP. So here's my takeaway point. What worked for me in the past would not work for me in this new chapter in my life. Sometimes I thought it would have been easier to quit, y'all. But I decided to recognize that what got me here wouldn't get me there. This new chapter required something different. It required resilience, persistence, and it required me to remain agile. In your next chapter, you will need resilience, you will need persistence, and you will need agility. I encourage you to remain flexible, to be open to change, and trust the process, remembering that sometimes what made you successful in one phase of your life will evolve. So 1, be prepared, and 2, be agile. Third, I encourage you to be a cup. Very technical term. Pick a cup, coffee cup, goblet, you decide. Just be an open vessel as you embark upon your next phase. Subscribe to continual personal improvement. Be a lifelong learner. Use every experience to fill your cup just a little bit more. Have you ever heard the Nelson Mandela quote? I never lose. I either win or learn something. I don't lose. I learn from every experience. And you've had and will have many experiences in your life. At 15, I had my first big job promotion. That's right, age 15, don't be jealous. Some of you might be slow on the curve, but 15, I had my first big job promotion from Burger King to Piggly Wiggly. When I got that nighttime cashier position at Piggly Wiggly, I was coming up in the world. That's where I learned the importance of great customer service, which is a skill I still use today to build and maintain the partnerships which are so critically important to my success. The lessons that I learned from that job at Piggly Wiggly poured into my cup on the path of my continuous learning and personal development. I like to think that every job we have, every challenge we overcome, every new situation we master, these are all learning experiences pouring into our cup. And sometimes our biggest pour, the biggest learning opportunities come disguised as adversity and challenges. Remember, we don't lose, we what? Learn. How will you fill your cup? Will you make personal development a lifelong commitment? So let's see. Be prepared, be agile, and be a cup. It's P, PAC. Okay, so in honor of the pack, let's add a K. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the... Are you guys awake today? I'm gonna start that again. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the... That's right. Thank you. So K is for be kind. The world needs more compassion and grace. Wherever your next chapter takes you, be the light we need to see so desperately in our world. So in a world where you can be anything, be kind. You're a determined generation, a thoughtful generation. You've seen a lot of turmoil and faced a lot of difficulty with determination and compassion. I have great optimism for and faith in your generation. Well, from a kid whose car broke down on the way here to campus my freshman year, to NC State commencement speaker, could I have imagined this day? No. Yet I got this invitation, and I thought, me? Well, am I prepared? You bet. Am I prepared and agile? Yes. Am I a cup? Absolutely. I have a great education, and I'm a continual learner, and personal development has given me the confidence in what I know so that I can remain open to possibilities. So yeah, why not me? See how that works? So by the way, in December 2042, NC State needs a commencement speaker. Why not you? Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Shavonda, for those wonderful words of inspiration and encouragement. I suspect a few of you would select the red Solo cup, I'm guessing. Now, a little too much. Now let us pause and enjoy a special musical presentation from the Grains of Time.
There are stars in the southern sky. Oh, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees. Down the seven bridges road. Now I have loved you like a baby, like some lonesome child, and I have loved you in a tame way, and I have loved you wild. Oh, sometimes there's a part of me has to turn from here and go, running like a child from these warm stars, down the seven bridges road. There are stars in the southern sky. should go. There is a taste of time, sweet and honey, down the 7 Bridges Road, way down that road.
Well, those stats are amazing. Congratulations, everyone. And how about the grains of time? Who said we don't have musicians at NC State? For those of my generation, the Eagles would have been proud of that performance. Such a diverse and impactful group. And how about the grains of time and everything that they've brought to this performance? And now, a moment, we've all been waiting for. It's time. Well, we're going to take a break. No, I'm kidding. No, now the moment we've all been waiting for, it's time for the conferral of degrees. And to begin the conferring of the degrees, please welcome Provost Warwick Arden.
Thank you, Chancellor Woodson, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is great to see you here this morning. Dean Peter Harries will now present the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education degrees.
Congratulations, graduate students. It is a distinct honor to acknowledge both those master's and doctoral students who are graduating this fall. These students are receiving their degrees spanning the gamut of disciplines, ranging from advanced analytics to youth, family, and community sciences, and everything in between. You have developed new knowledge and learned new tools, as well as skills from our dedicated faculty related to the critical problems humanity faces. Put simply, you are career ready. You persevered through the pandemic and its aftermath to successfully complete the degrees despite the significant disruptions in your classes, your research endeavors, as well as your lives. I'm convinced that the challenges you have overcome have only made you that much stronger and capable to move forward to impact, and shape the future humanity needs. You've learned to really think and do, and we are incredibly excited to see the impacts that you will have on North Carolina, the country, and the world. Will the marshals please conduct the doctoral candidates to the right of the stage? Will the audience hold its applause until all the candidates have received their diplomas? Chancellor Woodson, upon the recommendation of the Administrative Board of the Graduate School, I am delighted to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education. Dr. Ed Funkhauser from the Department of Communication and Dr. Dudley Markey from the Department of Foreign Languages and Literatures will announce the candidates.
Catherine Accotelli. Catherine Joyce Pierce. Jordan Almeter. Ahmed Ali. Jean Au. Rihanna Ayub. Pegaba Gari. Tim Eldred. Ehsan Bagari. Honsha Bai. Dibjuti Banerjee. Javier Jimenez. Antonio Suarez. Brittany Barber. Rosemary Leslie Dubner Bayless. William Brocklesby. Philip Brown. Marcus Begley. Pongning Shu. Melika Biliroglu. Gomze Fendik. Dovlad Galdi Saitliev. Michael Bonds, Jr. Obina Chibuzo Okoye. Evot Brits. Khan Ni. Victor Calderon. Monique Caravaggio Templeton. Lysandra Chacon Ovalles. Sujin Kwan. Kai-Ying Chen. Uwe Huang. Hui Chung.
Ichi Chen. Victor Hugo Moeta. Jan Marie Bartholomew. Yinding Chi. Yenbin Lee. Sonia Chitsa Charandabi. Tomik Moharadian. Hamid Ibrahimi. Joksa Cortez. Mara Kueba Irisari. Denez Dormosoglo. Emily Calhoun Elrod. Farnaz Fazalpur. Adam Festa. William Colway IV. Kirk Gardner. Adam Gawida. Abbas Ghaffari. Lu Ming. Kushi Goda. Maria Angelica Gonzalez Morales. Guillermo Gonzalez Berrios. Rishab Dabrej Guha. Omkar Meena Ganvash. Nicole Geistwhite. Yiming Kuo. Renee Nicole Harrington. Tamir Hassan. Tanzid Hasnain. Chani He. Stephanie Hempstead. Maria Herrera. Eliezer Reyes Molina. Eli Hornstein. Melody Tara Charles. Mashid Hosseini. Elfin Hossein.
Yihang Huang. Fan Zhong. Nicholas Mark Hudak. Elizabeth Locklear. Dawn Marie Hill. Dawn Marie Hall. Bo Zhang. Arash Kasabi. Montana Knight. Kanjana Lausen Tisuk. Sudhindu Kumar. Rajneesh Kumar. Jacob Zwilling. Ho Young Lee. Dawsam Lee. Christopher Leonard. Keith Lindsay. Jamie Sato. Yu Shin Liu. Imani Madison. Gabriela Martinez. Kara Mathers. Veronica Banime. Joseph McCaig. Shu Meng. Zachary Miller. Onia Mogadam. Tushar Molik. Rachel Monteverde. Zoe Newman. Kungjin Park. Ella Pavlechko.
Vinicius Pedding. Daniela Pizzini. Kristen Diane Popowski. Han Chang Ching. Shah Mohammed Tufikur Rahman. Kenneth Michael Rich. Sierra Regal. Mark Simmers. Mehdi Hassan Rizvi. Andrea Rubio. Nur al-Huda Farid Saleh. Julian Sass. Clifton Grant Scarborough. Cecilia Schaff. Hianu Son. Evan Williams. Alexis Elizabeth Swanson. Cadena Henriquez Thompson. Preethi Thunga. Yuen Tien. Matthew Tilley. Andrew Howell. Fuyun Tsai. Hande Ulus. Cha Fu Wang. Laura Jean Wendelberger. Huai Yu Wu. Tian Pei Sha. Yi Chao Shu. Wu Chang Chang. Wilfred Lopez Perez. Kaylin Regina Simmons.
Will all candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education degrees please stand? Will the major professors sponsoring these candidates today please stand with them? Chancellor Woodson, upon the recommendation of the Administrative Board of the Graduate School and the graduate faculty, I present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that their appropriate degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dean Harries. Upon the recommendation of Dean Harries and the Administrative Board of the Graduate School and the graduate faculty of North Carolina State University, and by the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you individually the doctoral degree with all the rights, responsibilities, and honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, and will all graduates please be seated?
Dean Harries will present the candidates for master's degrees.
Will the candidates for all master's degrees, including the professional master's degree, the Master of Arts degree, the Master of Education degree, the Master of Fine Arts degree, and the Master of Science degree, please stand as I mention your college and remain standing. College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. College of Design. College of Education. College of Engineering. College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Poole College of Management. College of Natural Resources. College of Sciences. Wilson College of Textiles. College of Veterinary Medicine. Chancellor Woodson, upon the recommendation of the Administrative Board of the Graduate School and the graduate faculty, I present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that their appropriate degrees be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of Dean Harries, the Administrative Board of the Graduate School, the graduate faculty of North Carolina State University, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you individually the master's degree with all the rights, responsibilities, and honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations again, and will you please be seated?
Provost Arden will recognize several groups of special undergraduates that are here with us today.
Thank you, Chancellor. I would like to recognize those undergraduate students who are graduating with academic honors. These students are identified by the color honor sashes they're wearing today. I'll first ask those students with a gold sash graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 3.75 and above to please stand and remain standing. With those designated with a silver sash graduating magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74, please stand. All those graduating with a white sash graduating cum laude with a grade point average of 3.25 to 3.49, please stand. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Please be seated. I would also like to ask those students who have successfully undertaken and completed the special demands of the University Scholars Program, the University Honors Program, the Goodnight Scholars Program, Park Scholars Program, Caldwell Fellows, or their departmental and college honors programs, please stand and be recognized at this time. Congratulations. Please be seated. The deans will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from their respective colleges. Once all colleges have been introduced, Chancellor Woodson will confer their degrees. Interim Dean John Dole will present the candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences please stand? That's right, make some noise. At the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, we are very proud of our graduates. They embody our land-grant mission and are prepared to help lead the future of the largest economic sector in North Carolina. Our graduates will help feed the world, protect our invaluable resources, and create a sustainable planet. The class of 2022 is ready to make a difference, make an impact, and lead us forward. On behalf of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, congratulations to all of our graduates. Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, I proudly present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Dole. Will the graduates please be seated? Dean Mark Hoviston will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Design.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Design please stand? They are apparently already out designing. Provost, I will present them in absentia. On behalf of the College of Design, I present these graduates with great optimism for what they will accomplish. They have fulfilled the requirements, have been taught to design for life and live a life of design. They will shape our cities, protect and restore our environment, develop products and processes that improve our lives, and tell moving stories through film, animation, games, and visual documentation. Their design thinking will help us understand the challenges we face, generate options to solve them, and thus to design our future. I recommend them without reservation, and therefore I present them and recommend that the degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dean Hoviston. Will the graduates, if there were any, please be seated. Dean Paula Stein will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Education.
Let's see if I have some. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Education please stand? There you go. Thank you. I proudly present to you these candidates who will be extraordinary educators. They will join a network of over 5,000 NC State alumni working in all 115 public school districts across North Carolina. Because they chose education, they will have a transformative impact on society and shape our futures. Educators fulfill an important role in our communities, and actually, none of us would be here without the support of an educator. So to our guests, if you have ever been impacted by an educator, please join me in a round of applause and a big cheer for these graduating students and all educators who have answered the call and chosen education as their profession. Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education, I proudly present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dean Stein. Will the graduates please be seated? Dean Louis Martin Vega will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Engineering.
Thank you, Provost Arden. Will the graduates for the baccalaureate degree in the College of Engineering please stand? Here we go. Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I'm honored and proud to present to you the newest and most outstanding engineering and computer science graduates in the country, bar none. Motivated by excellence, boldness, optimism, humility, and perseverance, they now move forward to convert ideas into reality, provide solutions to global societal needs and challenges, and contribute in significant ways to the economic development and welfare of North Carolina and our nation.
All of the candidates have fulfilled the degree requirements, and I proudly recommend that their appropriate degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dean Martin Vega. Will the graduates please be seated?
Congratulations.
Dean Myron Floyd will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Provost Arden. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Natural Resources please stand? On behalf of the world-renowned faculty and dedicated staff of the College of Natural Resources, I proudly present these extraordinary graduates who leave equipped to build a world in which everyone is welcomed and empowered to explore, protect, and enjoy the full diversity of our environment and our communities while building justice and sustainability for all. They will steward our nation's forests, parks, wildlife, and water. They will manage spaces for recreation and sport, sustainably engineer paper, and other biomaterials, and could someday go on to become chief scientist of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And lead science and innovation for the nation, like today's speaker, our esteemed alumna. These graduates have fulfilled the degree requirements of our college, and I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Floyd. Will the graduates please be seated? Dean Frank Buckles will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the Poole College of Management.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the Poole College of Management please stand? Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty, I present these graduates who've engaged with our faculty, academic, and industry partners to develop their problem-solving and entrepreneurial mindset, to address the challenges and opportunities presented, and to positively impact themselves, their families, their organizations, and our world. We welcome them as the newest members of our great Wolfpack community that celebrates innovation, inclusion, ethical decision-making, and excellence in all we do. We proudly present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend the appropriate degree be conferred.
Thank you, Dean Buckles. Will the graduates please be seated? Dean Deanna Dennels will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences please stand? On behalf of the faculty of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, where we invite all NC State students, not just our own, to gain habits of heart and mind that build more equitable communities, advance innovation, create less divisiveness, and pursue social justice. I present today our candidates, who through their fierce inquiry into the human experience boldly shape conversations and communities day after day, week after week, year after year. Mark my words, these candidates are change agents that build a better future for each and every one of us. Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, I present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Dennels. Will the graduates please be seated? Senior Associate Dean John Blondin will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Sciences.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Sciences please stand? Provost Arden, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Sciences, I present these candidates who have completed the first step in a lifelong learning and discovery in the sciences. Candidates, through your work studying leptons and lemurs, cyanotoxins and coastal erosion, soil microbes, and yes, cockroach diets, you have experienced the value of learning and understanding the world around you. We are living in a time when science has never been so essential to our present and future, and yet also so poorly understood throughout our society and beyond the academic walls. We look to you to take your passion and skills to lead discovery of the world we live in and to contribute to solutions to our world's greatest challenges for a sustainable, data-driven, and just future. Provost Arden, we proudly present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Senior Associate Dean Blunden. Will the graduates please be seated? Dr. Jeff Joins will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the Wilson College of Textiles.
Thank you, Provost Arden. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the Wilson College of Textiles please stand? Provost Arden, on behalf of the proud faculty of the Wilson College of Textiles, I present these candidates who will epitomize what it means to be a member of the Wilson for Life family. They will design, develop, market the next generation of advanced fibers and textiles to ensure that our first responders and military are even safer in fire and under fire. They will develop innovative and sustainable clothing for a circular economy to help our planet. They will take action to advance diversity, inclusion, and deconstruct inequalities where they find them. They will develop the next generation of filters that protect our most basic of human needs by purifying the air we breathe and the water we drink. And I'm confident they will show their Wilson for Life spirit by giving a helping hand to fellow alumni and the students that will follow them. These outstanding candidates have fulfilled the degree requirements, and I'm so proud to recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Joins. Will the graduates please be seated? And now will the deans of all of the colleges and all the faculty please stand for the conferring of degrees. Will the members of the Board of Trustees please join the deans and faculty in standing? And will all candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees from North Carolina State University please stand? Chancellor Woodson, as the Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I present these candidates who have fulfilled the degree requirements and recommend the appropriate degrees be conferred.
As your Chancellor, I'm so proud of everything that you've accomplished and all the challenges that you've met in exceeding the demands of this great university. Let's just be very clear. You've thought and you've done. That's the past tense. I think that works. Be proud of your NC State heritage. And as you venture out in life, give back to this place that have provided you with this amazing opportunity. And upon the recommendation of the provost and the deans of our great colleges and the North Carolina State University faculty, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you your degree with all the rights, responsibilities, and honors pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now all y'all, which is the plural of y'all, may be seated. The final group of students that I'd like to recognize today are our newest commissioned officers in the United States military. Would you please stand? This young man, let's be clear, most of the ROTC graduates are in the spring, but clearly an advanced subject here. This young man, has made the additional commitment during his time at NC State to further develop the character, skills, and leadership attributes necessary to earn the privilege to serve our nation as Army, Marine Corps, Navy, or Air Force officer. So let's give this officer and our veteran graduates, their families and friends, and all the members of our community that represent the military as veterans or current military service, please stand with our newly commissioned officer so we can thank all of you for your service to this great country. So would our veterans stand? Thank you, and please be seated. You know, each semester, the Commencement Advisory Committee is charged with conducting a search to select a graduating student to deliver a message on behalf of the entire graduating class. At this morning's commencement exercises, we are delighted to have with us a College of Agriculture and Life Sciences graduate, Mab El-Delamy. I'm sorry. Mab El-Delamy is an ambitious Iraqi refugee and a first-generation college student. Growing up, she remembers hearing tales of peaceful times while facing a reality of missiles and becoming a refugee. Her family escaped war and came to the United States through the efforts of the United Nations. Her experiences gave her an unwavering passion to help others. After earning her associate's degree in engineering, she transferred to NC State University as part of the Goodnight Scholars Program. In the past 4 years, she volunteered her time teaching Arabic to children in our community. She volunteered in the Children's Emergency Department of Wake Med and in COVID-19 clinics. And this summer, she participated in a joint humanitarian and medical shadowing program in her home country of Iraq. And today, Mab is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry. Following graduation, she plans to attend medical school. So ladies and gentlemen, Mab El-Delamy.
Thank you, Chancellor Wilson, graduates, loved ones, and distinguished faculty members. It is an honor to be here with you today. I am so grateful for NC State University for the privilege of being your commencement speaker and for the Goodnight Scholarship Program for allowing me to study at this wonderful university. Congratulations, everyone. We made it! Yeah. Yes. We are the class of resilience, a class that has endured all the rigors of academia, all during a global pandemic. Right? I mean, we deserve a clap for that, right? Before I share with you my story, I want to share with you a statement that has shaped the way I look at this speech. Someone told me that resilience without reason is simply survival. Well, make no mistake, we are the class of resilience, not survival. We have all endured different points of hardships in our lives, and the fact that we stand here today is a testament to our ability to reconnect and rewire the points of hardships to derive reason for continued resilience. Today, I hope to share with you some of the points of hardship in my life so that I can serve as a representative of how to reconnect the past, rewire it to derive reason for continued resilience. So we can think of our stories in points, like dots on a string that lead to this very moment, graduation. My first point is a memory of my brothers and I standing under an olive tree in the country of Jordan. We were Iraqi refugees waiting to ride a makeshift truck to school. Back then, I didn't make a wish on a shooting star. Instead, my chest tightened in fear at the sight of one, and I prayed. My shooting stars were different. They made horrific sounds as they blazed across the sky and ended in explosions. When the stars fell, I prayed that my resistance would not be in vain, that one day I would be capable of more than just prayer. This point, an Iraqi refugee living across the Gaza Strip border, is where I choose to derive reason for my resilience. I choose to look back at this point of my life and derive an inner flame that drives me to excel, so I may truly be capable of more than just prayer. My second point is when my family was brought here by the United Nations, saved from the war-torn world and brought to the land of opportunities. And there were many opportunities, but the paths to accessing these opportunities brought their own challenges. Education, for example, is a great opportunity, but as we are all aware, it costs a lot to attend college. And so the only reason I'm able to stand in front of you today is because of the Goodnight Scholarship Program. I owe an immense debt of gratitude to this program. They not only covered all my academic expenses, but gave me an enduring community and opportunities to attend conferences in Canada and Boston, along with many, many more enriching experiences. I choose to look back at such philanthropy, and I consider it as a debt which I must repay, a covenant that I bind myself to and gives rise to another reason for continued resilience. My third and final point is my junior year here at NC State. During my junior year, and just as the pandemic was beginning, my father was diagnosed with cancer. Like many of us here today, I felt like I was fighting battles on every front, trying to manage lectures while being confronted with unfathomable uncertainty, both globally and individually. I choose this point as a reminder of how important my family is to me, a reminder that everything I do is merely a manifestation of the love that they have given, an affirmation of the values that they have inspired, and in a pursuit of a world that I wish to share with them. They're right over there. They are the reason for my resilience. Looking back, I can connect how all the points in my life have led to this moment, but you can only connect the points looking backwards, not forwards. And this is why graduation can be intimidating, right? As graduates, we find ourselves at the forefront of a vast array of opportunities, and the vastness of all that is possible is overwhelming. Today, we must look back at the points in our lives and reconnect them, rewire them to derive the courage to take a leap of faith, and trust that we are ready to venture into the world and pursue our dreams. I find that when making such leaps, it is helpful to remember that our lives are finite and that we must seize the moment now. Now that we are surrounded by our loved ones and friends, they will soften our landing so we can take that leap. They'll be there for us. My fellow graduates, we are the class of resilience. We have endured the tempest which has been our lives for the past few years, and we are more than capable to derive reason to embark on our future paths. If you want to apply for medical school, then do it, even if you fail the first time. There is a second and third time. I implore you, rather than looking back with regrets, look back to find the reason to pursue that job at NASA or publish that book you've always wanted to publish. It should not take a terminal diagnosis for us to realize that we should pursue our dreams. It should not take a cancer diagnosis to realize how important our loved ones are. As we embark on our journeys to the future, We carry the burden of change, of action. We are the engineers, the innovators, the inventors, the future doctors, teachers, artisans, and authors of tomorrow. There have been many graduates that have walked across this very stage in times of peace, when the world only needed those who would keep doing what others before them have done. But today, the world is not the same. Today, we graduate after a pandemic that has thoroughly tested the technologies and medicines of the modern world. My fellow graduates, I am here to proclaim that we are the class of resilience, that we carry the mantle of change. Now that we are endowed with the armor of knowledge, it is our moral obligation to be intelligent in our actions and to lead our communities to a sustainable and prosperous future. As we stand here today at the forefront of possibilities, we must not fear the unknown, but leap into it and take the initiative to a brighter future. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Maude, for sharing your story and those inspiring words of hope, and congratulations. I would like the graduating class of 2022 to join me in recognizing a very special group of people that are here today. And that's all the folks that are in the audience that have made this possible for all of you. So would all of the friends and family, parents, siblings, cousins, uncles and aunts, and anybody else stand so that our graduates can thank you for everything that you've done for them. So please stand. That's the seventh inning stretch. Thank you. You may all be seated. You know, the turning of the tassel is symbolic of turning another page in one's life. I'd like to ask our student speaker to come to the podium to lead the traditional turning of the tassel. And let me also ask Dr. Catherine Stowe, President of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, to come forward.
It is an honor to be your commencement speaker. It is an honor to be here, and I am so happy that we're finally getting to turn these tassels. All right, guys, you ready? All right, so we're gonna go from left to right, I think. Or right to left. Oh, you know what I'm saying. Follow the motion. They chose the wrong person for directions. Okay, guys, here we go. Yay!
Wow, what an inspiring and exciting morning. On behalf of the over 280,000 living alumni and members of the NC State Alumni Association, it is my happy and humble privilege to welcome the class of 2022 into the Wolfpack alumni family. As you move forward, I urge you to visit and volunteer your time and experiences to the next generation of Wolfpack Nation. Howl back to your alma mater by sharing your expanded insights and expertise through the Alumni Association. And by now, I hope all of you that are wearing your official NC State class ring have turned it so that your Block S is facing outward. This time-honored tradition symbolizes your graduation and is a mark of your outstanding achievement. Let's give the class of 2022 a well-deserved round of applause. Congratulations, and go Pack.
Well, what a great morning it's been. Following the singing of our alma mater, the recessional will begin. Please remain in your seats until the platform party, the faculty, and our doctoral candidates have completed the recessional. And I sincerely want to thank each and every one of you for being here to be part of this celebration. Graduates, we would not be here today without your hard work, your dedication, and your perseverance. I'm confident that your future is bright, and it's time to take your knowledge, your creativity, your compassion, and think and do attitude out into this great big world. I'm so proud and happy for each and every one of you. Congratulations, and go Pack. Now I invite everyone to rise and join the grains of time as they sing our alma mater.
Where the southern winds so softly blow o'er the fields of Caroline, there stands ever cherished NC State as thy honored shrine. So lift your voices loudly, sing from hill to ocean side. Our hearts ever hold you, NC State, in the folds of our love and pride.
Thank you.